Merry New Year's, people, or New Year's Eve, since it is the 31st and New Year's is going to occur in maybe a few hours, depending where you are. It might have already happened if you're watching this video, but I thought it'd be nice to end off the year with the final Uno. Well, I've only done one other video with Uno, but a final Uno, montage chat, 2026 coming soon. Alright, let's get into the Uno. Right, here we are, Uno. Everyone loves a small game of Uno. Who doesn't? Yeah. As everyone knows, 2026 is going to be a new year. Well, I didn't know that 2026 was going to be a new year. What are those rules? Wait, hold on. Anyways, as I said, 2026 is going to be a new year. It's going to bring a lot of new opportunities for everyone. Just like my fresh lineup. I don't really know if it's the straightest, but whatever. New lineup for the new year. But is there no sound? I think I might have turned off my sound settings. Is that too loud? It doesn't really seem like there's any music running. Definitely not 100. Well, no music currently, but I'm sure there'll be music at some point. I'll like dub my own music over until the Uno music comes on at some point. Anyways, let's chat. I know this is a bit harder since I'm not technically live streaming, but if you want to know about me, recently I've been playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. Specifically, wait, I can still move after +2. Specifically the Resident Evil 2 Remake, Leon's Path. I've been finding it pretty interesting so far, especially since I played the originals, but I never really bought the remakes until now because they are pretty cheap on Steam right now. Like, if you want to buy a game, I recommend you buy them during like a Steam discount, big discount like the winter sale or Black Friday. I think it was kind of a mistake I didn't buy Silent Hill F on Black Friday. It's one regret I still kind of have. But yeah, I've been getting into it. So far, it hasn't been the scariest game. Like, keep in mind, this is when I'm full blasting the noise cancelling headphones and I have 3D audio on. But I just feel like the game, it utilizes its surroundings well. There are a few times where you will be scared. For example, when Mr. X first appears, it trails you around half the map. That was a bit, but I think by far the scariest part for me currently is when I'm not really sure it's a jump scare, it's more of a dread type of thing. It's when the dogs are unleashed from their cages, the infected dogs from the cages. They jump out at you randomly and they will bite you, and they take like a few pistol shots at you for you to kill. And it's just okay. Another thing in this game that I need to clarify. The amount of gunshots it takes to kill some of those zombies are a bit ludicrous, to say the least. Like, There's no way the big ass zombie police guy takes like three, not even three, 4 or 5 headshots to kill, and sometimes he doesn't even die. He's like laying on the ground. You'll be like, oh, he's dead, and then you'll walk by, and he'll get back up, and you're like, right, you know. Ooh, okay. Another thing that did make the game a little bit less scary was the discoverance of a shotgun. Now I know there's a mag, but I haven't actually found the mag yet. I've got a lot of mag bullets, not a lot of mag, but I have got a shotgun, and the shotgun did make the game a lot less scary, in the sense that if you pump a zombie in the head with a shotgun once, it basically one-shots them, except for the boss that was in the cage area. Not to spoil, but oh no, not to spoil, but there is a boss after you get the 3 medallions, and you walk into the underground area where you find that there is like this big precinct area. Why would you reverse it? They have a green. Yeah, well, bosses in the game don't have health bars, so who knows if there's music, to be honest. I hope there's music. Well, there's some music, I guess. Okay, there's actually music. Yeah, but as I was saying, you're in the underground area, and the bosses don't actually have health. My favorite character, Lieutenant, you know, I get that he was trying to protect us, but the part where you have to shoot him to like stop him from chasing you had to be like one of my least favorite moments of the game, because he was actually a pretty good character, and killing him just didn't really feel that good. But I guess it is Resident Evil. The introduction of Ada is I think there's a lot of difference between the original and the remake. Ada doesn't really seem to have that much flair to her anymore. Wait, I'm confused. It's showing that you're moving clockwise, but you're moving... What is going on with Uno, man? Yeah, but Ada seems a lot less enthusiastic. I don't think this is getting anywhere. Yeah, but Ada is like a lot less cheerful, I guess, or a lot less playful than she used to be. Though that might just be a me thing. Is that a +10? What is Uno No Mercy? And I guess the thing is, I'd rate the game in terms of horror like a solid 6 or 6.5 out of 10 in terms of horror. But in terms of like story, solid 7 or 8 so far. Leon doesn't really talk much outside of the cutscenes, except for like some questionable times. Which can I? Yeah, some questionable times where he pulls a cheesy one-liner, like in the clock tower. That was a very questionable one-liner that I heard in the clock tower when I was finding the electrical components. Can I jump in? Yeah, but apart from that, I'm currently at the point where you're in the underground prison, you grab the parking We're in the parking garage, and well, not parking garage, you're in the prison, and you grab the key card. And I got up to the point where Mr. X and a bunch of zombies escaped from there. What? I'm up to the part where you grab the key card and you're escaping from the area, but then Mr. X and a bunch of the zombies pop out of their cell. And it's, yeah, I paused there, so I'm intrigued to see what happens after. Like, am I at the end, or is there going to be more? Why would you do that to yourself? Anyways. To be honest, something I've been trying to get back into is reading a bunch of the... What does that do? All players will be skipped and... What is this? I wanted to play normal Uno. Alright. Yeah, but I've been reading up on a bunch of novels and manga that I recently have neglected, or just let marinate, because some of those take time to... That's him, right? Yeah, thank goodness. That's back to her. Alright. But to be honest, I'm hoping that next year will be a better year for anime in general. One Punch Man Season 3 is genuinely one of the worst ones. T-Bay anime was a lot worse, but next year JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run is coming out. That seems very fun. I'm intrigued to see what the schedule is. Like, how they're gonna release it. Like, is it gonna be one episode every week? Or is it going to be 2 to 3 episodes every week? Who knows? There's also the point of just lifestyle choices. In 2026, hopefully it'll be a bit better for me, because I have gained a couple of kilos. You know, it's always fun to see, but gym has been a bit rough recently. What else? Always gotta remember to stay hydrated. Yeah, but if you're staying up for the New Year's Eve countdown, remember, don't stay up too late. It's not the greatest for your health, I've realized after watching the countdown for quite a few years. Kind of see how it is. If you're wondering why I haven't been posting much recently, or if you wonder why I don't post much in general, because I've been sleeping. Yes, sleep is so fun, guys. Who knew that sleep could be so fun? And with the topic of sleeping, I think I'll end the video here. I've genuinely been looking for quite a while now. Everything has been like Uno No Mercy. I know I didn't really talk about much except for Ari, which is Resident Evil, and just anime and manga. I don't know. I've got a whole list of what I want to talk about, but those will be in like separate yapping videos. To be honest, Clash Royale might just be dead as hell right now. Like, the introduction of the Hero Wizard and Ice Golem looked terrible. I've genuinely lost all interest, and I will say that that's how it will be. And I guess that's all for today. Yes, alright. Goodbye. Yes, I should definitely end on a +4. I want to challenge that though. Alright, bye.